In studio with me from LOM, we have an investment advisor. Jason Chlup is back. Good to see you, Jason.
Good to see you. Thanks for having us back.
Oh, it's good to have you.
Yeah.
Mike is not with you today.
Yeah,
I don't see Mike.
He's not here today, but I'll run with it.
All right, it's good to see you. How'd you make out in the marathon, the half marathon?
It was good. It was tough out. It was my first one. I enjoyed it. Loved the crowds. The weather was a bit tough at the end when it started to pour.
When you get towards Hamilton, it started raining and all that. Yeah.
Yes. Just before Hamilton, it started to pour with rain. But I think I did good out. I was aiming for 2 hours. I did below that.
Oh,
so
you broke 2 hours. That's excellent.
1:47. So
Very
I think
good.
it was good for a first time out.
All right, there you go. All right, you're a local. You're ready to do that. You're all right. All right, you know what I want to do? We've had LOM on a number of times. And we talk about a number of different things. Right off the bat, I want to know what and who LOM is and what you guys do.
Right. So, what we do is we offer personal and professional service to individuals and institutions that are looking to invest funds. And we have a wide range of options for, people who are looking to start out all the way through to the seasoned investor. So, yeah, we're here to serve as many people as we can and help them grow their funds.
And you're a global company as well, right?
Correct. We are. We open to internationals.
All right. So there you go. All right. So let's get down to brass to brass. What is your current goal? And like we said, you were on the air last month, and you're back again this month. What would you like to share with the folks of Bermuda? What do you want to tell them about LOM?
Well, essentially, the main focus is financial awareness. Mm-hmm. I found even back in South Africa when I was there quite a number of years at a large bank. It's actually one of the biggest banks in Africa for almost 8 years. And I'm finding the same thing here in Bermuda. It's just a little bit of financial awareness needs to be put out there and get people on track that they know how to make money. It's just once they get there, they don't know what to do from there. Sometimes just need to be pushed in the right direction or be made aware that there are firms like us that can come out and help you.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people are not aware that their money should be working for them and not sitting in a bank too, right?
Correct.
I'm not being coy about that, but I'm serious. Like, if you think about it, what you're getting back in terms of interest and everything really isn't a big... And banks use your money...
Definitely. Banks make money from your money. Yes. But if you're not making your money work, then essentially you're losing out. And after last month when we were here, I had quite a few people reach out to me, and that confirmed what I'm saying now. And
their interest is there, and you made them a little more aware, I guess, and made them think about it.
Well, yes, and hopefully we can do that today. Just get people out and to also just understand that any action is better than no action, because even if you get out there, you see what options are there, and maybe you decide this is not for you, or you're not willing to do certain things, but at least you've explored the options. Once you've explored the options, then you can also have an understanding of what you can and what you maybe not comfortable with, then you don't do that and you go a different direction.
So Jason, when they reached out to you, what was the main thing that they brought up with you? They kind of, was it that they had the frights? They were scared to lose money more than probably make money. Most people are afraid to let go of the purse strings.
Well, normally the main three reasons that I get is people are scared of the risk.
Yeah.
There's all the noise in the market. There's things happening. The news comes on, and sometimes it's bank failures, it's this and that.
The Fed, the interest
the
rates,
Fed interest rates,
yeah.
And people, so people get nervous, and that holds them back. The second point is that they just don't know where to start. So I know there are very limited options, especially on island. So they don't know that, for example, a company like LOM, we offer these services. And then the standard excuse that I get is I just don't have time, or I have no time. And that's when I say, well, perfect. Now you're coming to people like us and myself who we have the time. That's our job. This is what we do. So we'll do it for you and with you. And if you need help and you want to do it yourself, at least we can help you along the way.
All right. So they have to make up their mind, though, one way or the other. They have to make a commitment. All right, whether it's in terms of the funds or sitting down with a consultant like yourself an advisor like yourself, they've got to make that commitment. They got to stop sitting on the fence.
Correct. Just explore the options. As I say, if you decide that's not for you, then at least you explored the options and you can have peace of mind with that.
All right. A lot of people, I guess it's the not volatility and all that they're also worried about, but just their lack of knowledge about finances and what's out there. They heard about blue chip stocks. They heard about this. They heard about that. But we have just a little bit, not enough information.
Well, you see, that's where our expertise comes in. We've got a good team of advisors. So, it's not just me. There are other people at the firm, as well as we're backed by a very strong asset management team that sits and, does all the numbers and the facts and figures and, makes people's money work.
All right. That's what we want. And so, I guess I know you were coming in today, not you in particular, but LOM, and I was saying to myself, how you don't guarantee anything. Nobody guarantees anything.
Correct.
But you direct people towards the possibility of making some money back or making your returns better and all that. But that, I think, for a lot of people, they are thinking like, what if it doesn't work out? What if? Are we to allow for ups and downs in our investment?
Well, definitely there's always going to be volatility, but as long as if you look at over time, the market over many years, you can see the general trend is on the up. So as long as you give yourself enough time in the market, and that's why we always speak around 5 years, that's the time horizon you would be looking at when doing proper investing, because there's no short-term easy money, quick fix.
You can't get it in a month.
Exactly.
No, it's not gonna work like that.
So when you look at over time, even if there are bad periods in there's a financial crisis, as long as you're willing to give it time in the market, you will reap the rewards.
All right. So I guess people should look long term, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years even.
That ideally that's the best.
When I think 30 years, I'm thinking you got to be in your 20s or 30s to look for that. I mean, someone that's in their 60s and 70s, I'm not looking to invest 30 years unless they want to pass it on or something.
Well, look, that's what people do. Sometimes you don't need the funds and you're just investing for future generations. Nothing wrong with that. That's also a goal.
Right.
But it's very important to note that it's never too early to start and it's never too late to start. So just to give you an example of and for the listeners out there, the difference, let's say you wanted to work towards saving $1 million, right? The difference between 10, 20 and 30 years, so if you start and you only have 10 years to save for that $1 million with investing it at market rates and stuff, it's about $5,200 a month. If you work that over a 20-year period, it suddenly drops to only $1,500 a month. But if you look over 30 years, it's suddenly only $580 a month. So that's like the complete difference. So you see, if you do it over a short term, you've got to do a lot of money.
You got to pump a lot of money.
Exactly.
But if most people are saying, oh, when you said 500 and some change for 30 years, that sounds very attractive.
Exactly. There's many people out there that can put $500 away, and then suddenly, when you're ready to retire, you've got $1 million.
Yeah, not too shabby. All right.
Definitely not.
All right. So you have a number of other folks, advisors, and everyone. You mentioned the fact that you have people who crunch numbers all day long, the accountant types, and analysts and all that. If someone were to come to you, Jason, and you were their advisor, first thing they do, they come in. They get over their jitters. They sit down with you at your desk, and what do you offer to them? What do you open up? You open up plans that work for them. Do they see an idea where you want to take them?
Well, look, it's important to remember there's not one size fits all. Mm-hmm. So that's why we always say to people, reach out to us, make the decision you want to start investing, explore your options, sit down, have a chat with us. Ask for a consultation. It's totally free. There's no obligation. Have a chat with us. See what options are out there. I mean, it's difficult. We have a broad range of options, but we like to offer that personal service where, depending on your goal or your age, your risk appetite, there's many things we've got to take into consideration. And that's when I can then say, okay, you should be looking at something along these lines, or maybe not here, because people often come in with their own sort of ideas, and sometimes you just got to mold it into, your own ideas with maybe some professional advice, and then you work towards growing your wealth.
Right. You mentioned some numbers, what you would need to invest monthly. When they come to your firm, do they have to have a minimum to start investing with?
So at LOM, we have a minimum of $25,000. Mm-hmm. So that's to get started. Mm-hmm. Obviously, my numbers that I gave to you was just to show the people. Yeah, it was just an example, and it's round numbers. But yeah, so 25,000 minimum. But there's from there you don't have to contribute further. But obviously, you want to contribute
more
further.
You put in, hopefully more you get out.
Correct. You can do that in lump sums. You can do that in monthly amounts.
So back to that 25 grand. You put 25 grand down. You can sit back and allow that to work too, right? Just leave it.
Correct, there. And that's where I will, be in touch with you constantly, just checking in, updating you on the market, updating you with anything that you need to know, and then we work it from there. We work together. I mean, the goal from my end is to build a relationship. I want to be able to have open conversations where you tell me, Jason, look, I'm looking at this, I'm looking at that, and then we work together.
Do you find people get savvy, that they start to understand the markets better, understand what is working out there in investment world?
Definitely, and often it just takes the person the first step to open the account, or to even just come and see us, and then I push for that. I say, do your research, understand things.
What do you like to?
Because some people don't want to take it at face value. They can sit and listen to me the whole day speak about X, Y, Z, and then they, if you don't have a little bit of an understanding, sometimes you may not get everything that we working or want to work towards. So, if you do your own sort of research and have a bit of an understanding, then it's better for both parties.
Now, you said anytime's the best time to get started.
Definitely.
So I was telling you earlier, young folks, if I knew what I know now, in other words, just out of college, got a good job, and I'm making some money, I think I would have gone this route because the bank is not really giving me much back from my savings.
No, definitely. I mean, there's always that funny saying, when's the best time to start investing? And they often say 20 years ago, but it's, years ago. But the second best time to start is now.
No, never too late.
Never too late, never too early.
Never too old.
Definitely not. You can still make your money work at any age.
All right. I want you to leave us with one thing I want you to put into the mind of the possible investor. I think most people have jitters and nervous. And how do you put them at ease? What do you say to them that make them feel like, you know what? Why not? I mean, let's say you had $100,000 in the bank, right? And you wanted to invest that $25,000. You still got $75,000 in the bank.
Well, look, I mean, that's where we say I'll always be an advocate for diversification.
Diversity. Yeah.
So as long as you are not putting all your eggs in one basket, it's like literally going, you'd never go to the casino and put all your money on one thing.
No.
And to hope for the best outcome. Yes, you might get lucky, and that's often where the market. That's often where the markets happen. You only hear about it when the people get it right.
Yeah.
But as long as you have good diversity, you make yourself financially aware, and you sort of just understand everything a bit more, and then we work together from there.
All right, what are we investing in through LOM? Are we investing in stock markets? Are we investing in bonds? What do we?
Well, we offer it all. So we've got our mutual funds offering. We've got stock trading. We've got discretionary funds. We've got something for everybody. We've got bonds. Anything that you're looking at, we've got it.
All right, there you go. Good to see you again.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
All right, Jason Chlup, investment advisor at LOM.
Yes,
Tell them how to get a hold of you.
Yes, and if you want to get hold of us, you can reach us on our website, lom.com. Otherwise, you can also call our main line. It's 292-5000. That's 292-5000. Ask for Jason. Reach out to us, and yeah, let's have a chat.
You're always available.
Definitely.
All right, Jason. Good seeing you. Take care.
Thanks, Captain. Thanks for having me.
All right.